Okay. Yeah, generally, I don't suggest they write it down. Obviously, if they want to, that's fine. But normally, I'll have them write out or just copy into a text file. And then I'll just kind of harp on the important points until they get it right. And that kind of burns it into your memory more than writing it down would.
Okay. All right.
So
I've got the replay loaded up. Let me hit B and back it up and hide this because I know you guys are going to be very, very pissed off if you know exactly what's going to happen with this spoiler. I might win. You never know. I might defeat IDrA. So I'm going to go ahead and unpause here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I love watch this area throughout this entire match because you're never going to see any hotkeys pop up no matter what. I'm very interested to see what my APM is in this game, if it even stays above 50 with nothing but the mouse. And
you're above 50 so far, so
yes, that's a small victory for me and a huge victory for Zerg users everywhere.
So that was purely mouse? Like there was no keyboard at all?
There was a little bit of keyboard. I mean, obviously I can like spam drones right now, spamming SD, SD, SD or whatever. But there was no control groups is the best way to say it.
Oh, okay.
No control groups. Yeah, because like control 1 through 10 on XSplit, the program that I'm using, just goes to like a different scene for some reason. I need to like unbind that or something if I'm going to be streaming, because otherwise people viewing are just going to be going crazy. So, all right, so popping up the production tab right now. Just disregard what IDrA is doing, obviously, because I'm the trainee and I'm the important person here, not him. Just watch what I'm doing. So I'm up to 13 right now. Have you seen any kind of anything crazy that's glaring right now that's just pissing you off because I'm playing so bad?
You don't rally the eggs of drones. You just kind of have the rally point for your hatchery set, and you let that go. And you see how the drones are kind of stacking up on those middle three spots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's better to spread them out a bit early, have them going all the closest ones. There's no way for me to really point them out, but the 4 mineral patches that are all 3 matrices away from the hatchery, you want your drones on those, even doubled up on those immediately. And it's always good to rally the egg larva to an unoccupied mineral patch and not just let them go where the hatchery rally point is.
Okay, all right.
So it's just kind of common sense things with managing the drones. It's not a big deal, but
hey, everything helps.
Every little bit helps.
Yeah, exactly. So Overlord placement, I've got one in the center here. Should this be moved up at all, or is that kind of a decent placement with both the Overlords? I pulled this one back just in case for some reason, I don't know, I pulled it back, I guess, is the reason for that.
That's good. You want it to have vision of the expansion, so you can see if they're building an engineering bay, and you want to have vision of your ramp to see if they're going to try and block it. So the placement you have the Overlords in now is good.
All right, and I'm sending out this drone obviously way too late. What should have been the supply, or what building should have been followed by a drone to send out to scout immediately?
As long as it's after your pool, it's okay. I generally send it out on 14 or 15 after I've remade a drone. But just as long as it's after the spawning pool, it's okay.
Okay. Now, there are 4 lings. Is that kind of a good general rule of thumb number to stick to start things off with?
Given that I'm 2-raxing, you want to make constant lings until you have a reason to believe you're safe. So making that drone early, that was risky. If I'd been committing to a 2-rax, if I had pulled SCVs, or if I'd gone earlier barracks, it would have been really dangerous.
Okay.
So yeah, that really comes down to the scouting. If you see 2-rax, you're going to make pure lings until I pull back. But if you see 1-rax, then it's okay to only really make 2 lings if you want to, and just focus more on drones, just because you know you'll be safe.
All right, so right now my mineral count is extremely high. I do have, I believe, an Overlord. No, I have no Overlord in production, so that's probably where the 300 minerals should be going right now. I should have had an Overlord around probably 22 or 23, right?
Yeah, you should have had your second queen building immediately after the first, given that I wasn't attacking. And then as soon as the second queen starts, you get the Overlord. And here, this is where you send that queen out, you make a creep tumor, and then you send it to your natural. It gets another 25 mana as soon as your natural finishes, and it starts your first creep tumor, which is really important.
Okay. All right, so
and
yeah,
there,
I'm spiking up huge. Go ahead.
There you were Overlord blocked, so you couldn't produce units as fast. That's why you're building up minerals. Also, your second queen is almost done. You want to be able to make your lair as soon as the second queen finishes, so you put the 3 drones back on gas when the queen's around 20%.
Okay.
It just gives you enough gas and time. You won't always make your lair immediately. If you think I'm doing a bio rush, you have to get a baneling nest before, like a marine SCV all in. You have to get baneling nest before lair to hold it off. But or if you see that I'm teching.
Okay. All right, so I should be constantly scouting you. If I was to go up your ramp right now, I would probably see the fact that the command center is coming, still see 2 racks. Would that change anything as to what I'm doing right now?
Yeah, if you came up right now, you would see that the barracks weren't making more units. You would see that I'm getting a command center, and you would see that I'm getting 2 tech labs. And all of those things tell you that I'm going to be doing this 4 racks bio, because I've expanded, so it's not going to be an all-in. I'm getting the tech labs, which allow me to get Marauders and Marine upgrades. So that tells you pretty much exactly what I'm doing. It doesn't seem like much, but running a Zergling up the ramp it can give you actually quite a bit of information. So it's really important to do that. And also you just need to have the Zerglings outside the base so that you can see if I'm going to attack. So yeah, you should have been doing that. And given that information, if you had known, you would want to get a 3rd queen, because creep spread is really, really important versus it. And you would want to be making a ton of drones, getting your lair, and getting a Baneling nest. Because this build, I have to wait for my upgrades and for a few Marauders before I can really attack. So you're safe for a while. You can get your economy up, and you need to rush towards Baneling speed, because that is what really nullifies my attack. The Baneling speed is what makes you safe here. So kind of you have a little window here to drone and tech, and then you get Baneling speed, and then you're safe again, and you can drone more, you can take your 3rd base, and you can go Muta. And that's kind of how Zerg works in general. It's just all about making...
Oh, you cut out making what?
It's all about making yourself safe for as long as possible, so that you can make a bunch of drones or get higher tech, and then use that to, again, solidify your lead.
Okay. Now, my minerals are still extremely high. What should that really be going to? Should I have dropped down a 3rd hatchery somewhere right now? Or maybe I see a lot of Zergs, at least back when I played a lot more, they would usually put a 3rd hatch down either at their natural or at their main if they get a little bit mineral high. Is that something you suggest doing around this time?
If you find yourself in this situation, then yes. But what you really want to be focusing on is not allowing yourself to build up the minerals in the first place.
Right.
You see you have a ton of idle larvae. You want to be focusing on spending that. At this point you have so many idle larvae that you could have had full drones on both bases and then started unit production now. Your Baneling nest was quite late.
Right.
And you haven't started a 3rd base yet. So yeah, really at this point it's all about efficiency. You have those larvae, you want to use them as soon as you can, just because otherwise you're wasting time.
Alright, so there goes the 3rd hatch now at the rich mineral field. And right now you're just continuing to make a ton of Marines and a ton of Marauders. Of course, when I should be scouting and I see this, I just continue to make a lot of Banelings, and I should have Mutas up by now, correct? Or is the Spire a little bit late? Because, I mean, it just started right now.
Normally, against this style, the 4 barracks bio, I'll put up my Spire around the same time as I put up my 3rd hatchery. So your Spire timing is actually just fine. At this point, you just want to make sure that you have enough Banelings to not die to the push, and you're trying to establish your 3rd base. And here is also, especially since you have so many minerals, it's where I would add the 4th hatchery we talked about in the replay versus Jimmy. Because with Mutiling, Baneling, it is hard to spend all of your minerals, and this is a good time to add the 4th hatchery, just because right now you will get mineral buildup, since you should have full drones, and you don't have any tech to spend it on yet.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and speed it up here to ×4, because pretty much right here, I'd already screwed up completely. Just kind of chime in whenever you feel like I should be doing something that I'm currently not.
Well, the scouting information, like, you didn't scout the attack coming, so you didn't have Banelings ready. If you had Banelings ready, you would have been able to hold off the attack. Another thing there was you expanded the gold base, which is much more exposed. I would recommend expanding to the low ground blue mineral expansion there.
Okay.
Your creep spread is very good, actually. Creep spread is really, really important here, because it means that your speed banes are going to catch his Marines. He can't really cut you efficiently. So the creep is really important and well done. And then there you kind of engaged while all the other Banelings were morphing. Right. Ideally there you would have brought the other Banelings around up towards my gold base and then hit me from 2 angles. Because that way I can't micro away from the Banelings with the Marines.
Right. Alright, so that should do it here. Yeah, there's me leaving without the GG. I'm playing against EG.IdrA. I have to do that, so... Whoops,
of course.
Message log. So that's actually going to do it here. Huge thanks to IDRA for coming out. Why don't you tell everyone where they can go and find information about your coaching and also just general information about where you're going to be streaming soon, your Twitter, and all that good jazz.
Yep. Like I said before, all the coaching information is on gosucoaching.com. It has a list of all of our coaches on the left side of the screen. You select whoever you're interested in, and it's a really simple, mostly automated system. It takes care of everything for you. You just sign up, and you're good from there. You can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/IdrAJIT, IDRAJIT. On Facebook as well, my Facebook fan page, which also has a bunch of information about me and stuff, is Facebook/IdrAJIT, IDRAJIT. I had been streaming on Ustream, but I'm pretty sure I'll actually be switching to Justin TV now. I'm not exactly sure when I'll be starting. It should be in the very, very near future, just taking care of the last few things with that. I find it at Justin TV, and my username on there is EG_IdrA. I don't know the URL for the stream yet, but as soon as I do, I'll post that both on Twitter and Facebook. And whenever I'm streaming, it'll be up on Team Liquid, so you can find everything through there. Also, be sure to go check Team Evil Geniuses out.
Nope, you cut out. Make sure you get sponsors in there. Team Evil Geniuses out. Where can they check them out at?
Team Evil Geniuses at myeg.net. EG has actually been kicking ass lately, so I just kind of want to talk about that because it's awesome. DeMuslim qualified for IM International Finals. He's playing again in the European Top 4 tonight, so everyone ought to go watch that. It's on ESL. Also, we're in a bunch of team leagues right now. We're 3-0 in the Machinima League with all the best teams outside Korea plus Prime. So that's really cool. And we're doing well in a bunch of other team leagues. So yeah, EG's awesome. Thanks to all our sponsors, Intel, SteelSeries, MSI, Bigfoot Networks, Kingston HyperX, and Thermaltake. And thank you for having me on. This was a lot of fun.
All right. Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. If you guys have tuned in late or you're wanting to know where you can find the VODs of this, it will be uploaded to my YouTube page at youtube.com/channel/itmejptv. The entire thing will be there. Currently, I'm not a YouTube partner, though, so it's probably going to be in 15-minute segments. Trying to decide if I'm going to go and get a Blip TV account, so this will be one large chunk of content instead of several small videos, but I'll decide when I get there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed what was episode 1 of JP and Friends. The next JP and Friends is going to be on Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, I believe, with In Control, actually IDRA's teammate, and he's going to be doing pretty much what we just did. We're going to be casting some games, do a little bit of an interview, and then he's going to be coaching me as well. So basically all JP and Friends is going to be is just kind of promoting the people that come on and the things that they do within the community and what they do in StarCraft 2. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. Thanks for coming on, IDRA, and we will see you guys whenever I stream again, or if not, we'll see you on YouTube in the next video. Thanks.